Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech. Before anybody panics, I'm not gonna do it, but I was fiddling with the mechs and I realized that you can just barely cram two AC-20s into a Jaeger mech, and you can put them both on the same side. This thing would tip over the moment you moved it a single step. But if we were to put it on like a big cart and have, I don't know, the Highlander sort of push it into battle, that way, think of how deadly it could be. I'm not doing this. This thing doesn't have the toughness to survive having to get into battle and dump AC-20s into people. But I kind of like the idea. I think we're just gonna leave things how they are. I'm not gonna assign any other big overhauls to Yang for the trip. I think we're ready to just go. I do believe. So let's hit the contract button here, and what is it? It's like 21 days. 21 days. Yeah. All right. Easy enough. This is even before the next financial report. So even if this is just even if this turns out to be something crappy, you know, and we don't get paid for whatever reason, Ambush or Kamea gets kidnapped or whatever, we would still be fine on money. It's important to be ready for things to go wrong, especially given, you know, how often things go wrong. Intel suggests a balanced lance composition with both high durability damage dealers and high maneuverability scouts would do well on this drop. Further detail will be provided upon your arrival. Well, it turns out that is exactly the lance that we have assembled here. I mean, high maneuverability scout singular, but on the whole, I'm pretty happy with our team.
Calculating course now, Commander.
So we have some time here, and this, you know, I've talked about how much I enjoy sort of the calm of space travel, the time it gives you for introspection, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm just sort of thinking about that thing in a vacuum, which is a space pun. Because I've been thinking about it for many years, based on many different science fiction media properties. But now I'm really considering it in this context. We know we're going to a place where there's a real chance that we will be killed by a massive robot explosion. And so I bet in this case, it feels a little bit less sort of calming and contemplative, and more like an extremely long walk to, like, the execution chamber a little bit. Like, I bet, in fact, this is unbearable, knowing that we're probably going all this way. And not probably, but knowing that there's a chance we're going all this way just to die. So, as you can tell, I'm in a good, very positive mood today. No, for real though, I am. I'm feeling good. It rained, and when that happened, the temperature outside dropped by like 20 degrees. It was incredible. And it's actually like nice now. It's pleasant. That'll probably hold until maybe even tomorrow morning. Maybe even that long. And then it'll be 150 degrees again. I miss winter so bad, you guys.
You asked for are online, Commander.
I think I'm not going to have her start anything else. Let's do the Panzer thing, finish that up, figure out what the next deal is before we go throwing a bunch of money into something. This is just paranoia, probably, but paranoia can be good. Sometimes paranoia keeps you alive. Yeah, let's go ahead and proceed. Actually, hold on, not yet. First, let's go to the store, right? Why not? Why not take a peek? Anything really mind-blowing? I do see an LRM-20 pod with a plus. Okay, I mean, plus stability damage on LRM-20s is pretty good. I was kind of hoping that there would be a damage plus in there with one of them pluses. Pieces of the Griffin 1N. Is this the one I think is cool? This is the one that has all the missile pods. So, like, if we were to put one of these together, 55 tons is a little bit lighter than what I want to spend a lot of money on, but there's certainly something to be said for a thing that's this fast and can mount 3 missile pods. Something to think about, maybe. I'm not going to spend money on this, but I will consider it when we are done with the mission, assuming everything goes reasonably okay. Alright, let's launch them. We just need to, you know what we need to do, is we need to coat the entire outside of the Argo with LRM pods, right? Doesn't that seem like a good idea? Okay. Do I want Behemoth or Bell here? You know what, to be perfectly honest with you, I think Behemoth is broadly better skilled. Bulwark is a good skill. I don't know that we kind of get value out of evasive movement. The Highlander does move around, I suppose, because it has to keep getting direct line of sight for the rifle. You know what? Let's run Bell. The other benefit of running Bell, in addition to evasive movement sometimes being good, is that if we run Behemoth, Behemoth can die, but Bell can never die. I wonder how much of that's part of like our mercenary company's mystique. See, one time I saw that guy Bell get just completely crushed. A mech put its entire hand clean through his body. It was just red paste. But then I saw him again the next day. I don't know. Those guys are magic. I wouldn't mess with them. We're definitely not running the Centurion though. Let's get that kind of awesome back in there. That relatively awesome. Yeah, I think this is what we're doing now. Honestly, still looking for a replacement for the awesome. I don't think it's a bad mech, but I don't think it's good for its tonnage, and I think we can probably find something cooler. We have had a tendency to find good mechs on these story missions, so maybe we'll get lucky with this again. And you know, I'm thinking about Reaper. I'm thinking about how good Called Shot Mastery is. I'm thinking that maybe Reaper should be another plus initiative guy, because Called Shot Mastery is like the skill point beyond the plus initiative skill, right? So maybe he's plus initiative, Called Shot Mastery, and then we could take him to double, or we could take him to multi-target. Obviously, multi-target and Called Shot Mastery don't play all that well together, but there are certainly times when you don't need to take advantage of Called Shot Mastery, and on those turns we can multi-target. Or we could put him in something... We could put him in, like, long-range missile mechs. Give him Called Shot Mastery and also Bulwark, maybe? I don't know, that could be cool. Called Shot Mastery and Evasive Movement, perhaps, and just make him a real fast guy pilot the way that... I guess, is that exactly what Decker is? That might be exactly what Decker is. I was about to say the thing that Medusa was going to be originally, before he turned into, like, the weird thing that he is now. You know what? I actually would like to have a second pilot with the move and then, or the shoot and then move skill. Because that's kind of cool. Anyway, hey, let's focus up here. Under Ostergaard's orders, the Taurians are attacking our famine relief effort on Panzer. If they succeed, mass starvation will follow. They're trying to bait me into redirecting the main army and taking the field myself, but I can't let them do that. If our people are to survive, you will have to save them. Yeah, you know, you don't often get a lot of opportunities to kill massive starvation with a gun, so I think we should take this one. Man. If only more large-scale societal ills could be shot to death. The Americans would have... Us over here in America, we would have solved it all. We would have solved all the world's problems, if only they could all just be shot. So we gotta protect the Spaceport's command center from the Taurian advance, prevent the Taurians from seizing restoration dropships. Basically, this is another game of keep away, kind of like the, it sounds like, kind of like the last one where we had to stop them from blowing up the fuel depots. And I think our squad's actually pretty good at that. We're effective at a variety of ranges. Medusa's fast as heck. Panzer is in desperate shape, Commander. Famine is a fact of life here, and the Taurians have targeted the spaceport we've been using to deliver emergency supplies. Excuse me. As we speak, the Taurians have several waves of APCs, complete with battle mech escorts, en route to the spaceport's command center. If they succeed in taking it, they'll lock down our ships, and most people of Panzer will starve. The spaceport's turrets are down, and House Decimus is in no position to repel an attack of this magnitude. It's on us to stop them. We will defend the spaceport against the Taurians and prevent their troop transports from reaching the command center. They're likely to send a detachment for our wounded as well, Commander. If you can spare a mech or two, please consider sending them to protect our barracks. Yeah, that sounds like a thing that also is good to do. The fact that the turrets on the space station are not working certainly complicates matters. The Taurians have been hitting us hard, Commander Pavlov. The second is nearly gone. But I do still have a few non-combatant personnel left under my command, and we'll do what we can to defend the restoration. If you can stop all of the Taurian APCs from reaching the command center, my people will get the spaceport's turrets up and running for you. Okay. Yeah, I can maybe do that. I'm afraid we won't be able to make a move if any of them get through. I just don't have the numbers to go up against Taurian Marines in a ground fight. Okay.
Stop those transports, Commander. You're the only one who can.
Alright, so if we can put down 6 of the APCs, we get the turrets back, and that'll help us fight the mechs. We just gotta find the APCs.
Bandit.
I'm assuming APC in this universe means what I'm used to it meaning, armored personnel carrier, and as such, a vehicle. I guess I don't actually know for sure that's what we're talking about. So, yeah, I definitely want to come around this side. My AC-20 is in my right arm, right? No, it's in the left arm, but the ammo's still on the right side, because apparently I never fixed that. Alright, stuff I gotta remember to do. So it kind of doesn't matter which side I show to the enemies, because they can disable me from either side.
Roger that.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it after this one, probably. There's like a good 20 or 30% chance I will remember to fix it. So you got a Jenner. That's possibly an APC, maybe? Could just be a missile tank or something, too. Alright, well that thing has 1,000,000 evasion charges. Is it even worth shooting? Maybe I should just sensor lock. Also, it's a Jenner, so I'm not, like, super concerned about it. Let's see. If I precision strike, we get up to really not that much better. Man, if I could get the AC-20 to, like, 50%, I might still go for this. But as it is, I think I'm probably just gonna sensor lock him. Yeah, I don't think I'm that worried. That's a 25. So that's even lighter. That's probably like a spider or something. Yeah, let's just try to lock this thing up for other people to hit. It's possible I should have just had him reserve, but I would have had to make that decision before seeing that my chance of hitting on this thing was so low. I just did not have the foresight. So what am I going to do with Dragon? Or with Medusa? Wow. Alright, that's a small amount of missile fire.
Yep.
I kind of want to have Medusa run up here and threaten the APC, but I guess I don't know where the rest of them are. They could be... Some of them could be this way, right? Can I jump into cover? I can. That said, that thing's 25 tons. Maybe I'm being too concerned. Yeah, let's get some intel here. We got something on this side. Not close enough to be able to tell what it is. These could be APCs, both of them, maybe? I know that it moves on too, but I have very little information beyond that. Alright, well, I think I'm going to shoot at this, even though the odds of hitting are not great. We do have this nice polar biome, so I can fire everything. Just, this is the only way I have of stripping evasion charges off of him, so let's see if we can do that. He has 10 SRMs to fire, so actually, you know, not bad for a mech of that size in terms of offense. Boy, they're really bringing everything in, huh? Well, the good news is they seem to have chosen to stop in a place where I have vision of them, which I really appreciate. Okay, I will absolutely let these mechs live to kill the APCs, without question. Wow, that thing is rolling right up to us. Weird. Weird decision-making. Okay, that thing's quite close to us. Quite close to the zone. Unfortunately, I can't turn the camera during the enemy turn. I really wish I could. I can't... Yeah, here we go. Alright. I need to actually look at one of these things. What are we talking about? We're talking about... Wow, less than 100 health on the side armor. And only a little bit over 100 in front. That's really, really not that bad. I thought this was going to be much more difficult. Can I...
Yes, Commander.
Looks like I don't have an easy way to see that one. So I can put myself, like... I want to stomp on this thing, but I think that's probably a bad idea. Let's move up like this. We'll point blank this guy with everything except the rifle and the LRM, and we'll rifle and LRM that guy. There's a pretty good chance that that gets us 2 kills. And then we can figure stuff out afterward. Figure out what Reckless's turn looks like.
Engaging multiple targets.
Come on, just a couple more. Yeah, there we go.
Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Alright, couple of quick deletes there.
Waiting for orders.
I have to believe that she can cleanly take one of these things down. Can I get a spot where I have an unobstructed shot on the spider, or the whatever the heck that is over there? I've already forgotten you. Commando. I cannot. Oh well.
I'm there.
Because they probably don't have to fire everything at the APC, right? Although, actually, given that it has enough health to survive a hit from any of our weapons, maybe I should direct everything at it, just in case one thing misses. We want to be able to make sure. And I should try to focus on the side armor, where it's a little softer. Yeah, I'm just going to give it everything. Let's not take a chance of missing this in a stupid way. Did you really not get that done? Wow. She managed to do almost no damage to the part that we targeted. Torians have just dropped a transport full of commandos. If they make it to our barracks, my injured soldiers are as good as dead. Alright, I'm working on it. We'll see what we can do. So we gotta move the Highlander in that direction. Dragon's on the wrong side. He's got other stuff he has to worry about. Okay, yeah. The Thunderbolt, I'm not too worried about.
Minor damage.
Still got a fair amount of armor. He might be taking a vigilance charge or two. Alright, something with a large laser up there.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that we put vigilance on the Thunderbolt so as to redirect fire onto the other mechs. That was just embarrassing. This is not good SRM range. Whatever that is, it's... Okay, that was a PPC, so that's a Panther, probably?
Took a hard hit there.
Caught him pretty good. That's the important arm, right? Oh, no, that's the dead... Yeah, never mind. That's the empty arm. I don't actually care about that almost at all. Yeah, Decker, you gotta move up here. I guess? Is there any place... He's not gonna be able to establish vision of anything coming in around this side. Yeah, I think he just pursues up here. We can use Decker to help defend the barracks. Now, see, you have made the fatal mistake of not acquiring 4 evasive charges. So you're definitely dead. What else am I getting readings on? Up here, it's a commando. Oh, that was a large laser, not a PPC. There's also a 55-ton something actually inside the base. Maybe they should be more worried about that. They don't really seem to care about it at all. Okay, do I want... I'd like it if this thing just went away, right? Let's just put it down. Decker knows what's up. If this doesn't... if the AC-20 rolls its 15% miss chance, we still got to get 105 damage through, which means I should probably leave 2 of the lasers enabled. We'd expect about 5 hits from this weapon. So yeah, 2 lasers. This is not great if we miss the AC-20 and we miss a laser shot, but otherwise this is pretty great.
Copy that. Let's hit them hard.
Yeah, it's important to try to make sure that we're getting there, but also it's important not to accumulate like a huge amount of extra heat. So you can shred stuff as he moves up. I don't know where those last 2 APCs are. We know that there's 2 coming in around the right side. The one that the Awesome failed to kill. Oh, I forgot to hit Vigilance with him. Shoot. Well, that's not great. He and the Highlander are going to go together, I think, and then the Awesome and the Dragon will stay down here. Oof. Boy, it does seem like every mission now is just how many short missile or how many long range missile pods can the enemies possibly pack into their stuff. Okay, this is not necessary. I do not need to generate all of this heat. Let's turn off maybe the medium lasers. Because even either of the small lasers hitting the front guarantees the kill. But I will go ahead and fire the SRMs just because I'm paranoid. Actually, I guess we'll fire one of the SRMs. I don't want to necessarily blow all that missile ammo either. This should be more than sufficient.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
I guess there was no reason for me to turn off the high damage SRM and leave the low damage one active. That was a little silly.
Commander?
Alright, so I'm going to present her. I'm going to make sure that everything can see the awesome. Make ourselves a nice, obvious target. Hopefully draw a little bit of fire away from everybody else. And once again, we're just going to give it to this guy, and hopefully this will work. I don't want to use Vigilance on her because I don't want to give the enemies any more excuse not to shoot at her. But I think we are just going to fire everything here. And I don't think I'm going to Precision Strike. She's not accurate enough for it to help very much, and our weapons are already almost all firing at maximum accuracy. You see, part of the problem is that it looks like her first shot hits the turret every single time, which is not that good. It's not a place you really want to be shooting. Okay, we're getting really close. I guess I should probably just walk. Yeah, we're getting really close to having these APCs all figured out. Is it better for me to just sprint and ignore the damage? Well, actually, you know what? Okay. No, we want to move, because if he gets this hit, if he gets this kill, they no longer have vision of us. Which means that they'll have to maneuver around in a way that's maybe not ideal. We can probably just kill this thing. I think I'm gonna precision strike it. Let's try to hit mid. If the Gauss rifle hits mid, this thing's dead, right? All we need is one. I guess we would need 2 missiles to land.
Engaging target.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, so now they're going to have to move up before they can fire on us. They don't necessarily just get to shoot us with everything at the beginning of the next round. Hopefully this will work out in my favor. I was kind of hoping that he would somehow find himself unable to get vision on us. Because we have kind of split around the buildings a little bit. I guess the awesome's sort of still in the middle of everything.
Yes, Commander.
Are you going to be able to get vision of that? It's not quite going to be an optimal range. I wonder if he should just sprint. He's actually pretty fast. Just, like, let this thing hit me. Because what I'm thinking here is we really, like, I don't have any idea where the contacts from that landing zone are, from that, the landing reinforcements are, but we got to get up here and make sure that we can actually get them. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reserve. Let's let this thing take its turn now. There's no sense in me moving toward it without attacking. It can come down here and get me. I know, I'm working on it. So yeah, they're getting close. We probably gotta double time it. PPC and an LRM-10. Alright. That's not too bad.
Light damage, Commander.
So I am, in fact, just gonna sprint full with the Thunderbolt, and Bell can fire on this thing.
Orders.
So do I wanna run around the back of this and try to establish a flank on them, maybe? Because if I come around the other side, I guess I'm a little worried that from this position, I'm not gonna have a single move that gets me into firing range. So maybe the right thing to do is to run just all the way up right along this. Can I get close enough to actually shoot at anything? I could jump in close enough to at least take some shots. Yeah, right. We've been managing our heat for a reason. So we could build up to this. I guess. Unfortunate that I have to shoot at a thing that's guarded like this, but... Man. SRMs are having some serious accuracy problems. Yeah, you know what? It's so weak that even through the half damage reduction, there's still a pretty good chance that we just, like, take the whole side of this thing off. SRM pods are not a joke. Nope, couldn't find the rest of the shots for the left torso.
What's up, boss?
Did get that headshot, though. Try to make sure that I'm not showing him the back armor, at least, here.
More bandits incoming.
So do I have the read on... You know, I don't actually know what part of the map that was, where they where they dropped off. Whatever, we'll get up here by the barracks. They'll have to come to us. Bell does not have a clean shot from there. He has a clean one from here. It's a little bit further back, but it's probably not a big deal. And actually, that gives me an indirect shot on the trebuchet back here, huh? Well, I mean, I'll take it. It's certainly not going to take all my weaponry to take this other dude down. Oh, I don't have a facing where I can hit them both, though. What if I back up a little bit? No, just barely do not have that either. Alright, maybe I approach a little bit more slowly so that I can get this this extremely good shot. Really, the LRM-20... I guess he does have a lot of evasion charges. Well, this is a good way to strip one. Then you have a pretty nice clean shot on that guy.
Engaging multiple targets.
So make it a little bit easier for Reckless to get done what needs to get done over here. Come on. 3.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
Really? You left him with 3 health?
Standing by.
Okay, he acts on 3, so the Thunderbolt might be able to finish him off. Maybe. Obviously, I'd like to move forward. I should have used Vigilance on Medusa. I keep forgetting to do it. Well, heat is becoming a serious problem. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I want to use Vigilance on her, even though it is probably going to encourage them to shoot at Medusa, just because, first of all, it dumps all my stability damage, and secondly, it'll let me move on 2 next turn, which might be relevant. Yeah. No sense just sitting here at top morale, right? And I can just barely fire everything. So I could multi-target and add the medium laser on this guy, but I don't think I want to pull anything from this attack. And I don't really want to overheat. Or am I okay with a small amount of overheating? How dangerous is this thing again? Is this the one that has, Yeah, this is the one that has all the missile pods. A medium laser shot actually would have no effect at all, though. There's a small chance of touching off a SRM ammo explosion. It's probably not worth worrying about.
Taking the shot.
Wow, 2 misses. 80, 95, 70, and 2 of them were misses. That sucks.
Keep pushing them back. Show the Taurians that we will never stop fighting.
Maybe that's where the last 2 APCs are? Because we're close, right? We're so close to having the turrets back on. Yeah, this thing's going to run over and actually point blank the dragon with those SRMs. No, still somehow not in range. It's trying to figure out a strategy where it gets to survive. I don't think that one of those exists, dude. You might have to accept your death here. Yep, there's that panther. Well, the good news is it does only have the one gun. An SRM-4 pod with no upgrades is not much of a weapon. I don't have a read on anything, so whatever, like, I don't know where the thing that's heading for the barracks is, but it can't be terribly close, right?
Coordinates
Yeah,
received.
let me try to just drop this thing. Oh, now I've got to read. Oh, it's right there, and it's actually extremely close. Shown in my left arm where my AC-20 is. He does have that PPC. That's not enough to get through. I'm thinking maybe I have to sensor lock this thing and try to give, it's only a 10-ton, but try to give Bell the shot on it, because I think it might actually be able to move in next turn.
Got a lock.
Oh, well, actually, it won't. It moves on 3, so if it's close enough, it's got the kill. Yep. Barracks has been overrun. Wow. Well, that really sucks. That was a good use of Decker's turn, huh? And then that thing DFA'd my arm.
They've blown past my armor.
What the hell? Yeah, that sucked. That thing was very fast. Come on, no arm hits. Nope, there goes the arm. Alright, well, this is
Internal
bad.
structure damage.
This is a bad start.
Damn it.
We do have other AC-20s, but that was the good one. That was the one that had the bonus damage on it.
Yeah.
Really? How are you going to tell me I can't find that guy's back arc? There we go. Because this thing really isn't that hurt. We can try to make a hole in the back.
Location confirmed.
Yeah, so unfortunately the Thunderbolt is pretty much useless now. Okay, no, the Panther is so small, there is no way it is obstructing my vision. Alright, we're going to use Precision Strike for the extra accuracy, more than the targeting. And I think we just go center, right? Can maybe take out his LRM ammo? No, we should probably just try to kill him.
Firing.
Okay, 2 really good hits. Yeah, awesome.
Get this done.
Both of the medium lasers hit center. It makes it a lot easier to get that kill. So where are we at? Morale-wise, I can't... Okay, there we go. High enough to be inspired. I think we should be able to catch this thing with the awesome. Boy, she doesn't give you that warning until it is pretty much too late to do anything about it, huh? Nope, apparently I am not going to be allowed to have vision of that thing. Well, that sucks. Let's see, we can knock the Griffin down.
Yes, Commander.
Like, move into cover here. Either of the PPCs hitting the Griffin puts it on the ground, and that will make our lives a little bit easier. It'll make it at least possible for Decker to go before this thing does. Maybe get up and give it a stomp. Do I want to fire both of the weapons? Yeah, let's not brook the unfortunate chance of a miss here. She has not been shooting super straight. Okay, if that's the other 2 APCs... Really, I can get vision of that thing, but not a direct line of sight on it. I would think my mech is tall enough to... And there's no place I can walk to that has any line of sight. Well, it acts... Oh, I can jump up here. Yeah. Jump jets. Awesome. I'm not too worried about this guy, and I don't have any version of this where I don't show my back to everybody else, so... See if we can make it the arm instead of the back. Right? I think this is what we gotta do. We just kind of let him have it.
Engaging multiple targets.
That's not even an APC. That was just an SRM carrier. It was just gonna fire 600 SRMs at us. Wow, we managed to somehow spread that damage over the front and the right and the left sides of that. Okay, so that's the other APC.
Cannot be allowed to take this spaceport. Whatever it takes, we must push them back.
Alright, everybody cross your fingers for Decker. If he doesn't get his turn before the Griffin does, there's some bad stuff afoot. Okay, no, it doesn't have the shot. It had to fire through a rock outcropping. That's ridiculous. Alright, now the camera seems to be unsure of what it wants to show next sometimes. Oof. I am going to miss his good plus damage AC-20, though.
Minimal damage.
That was a really, really nice piece of gear.
Commander.
Alright, sadly, Medusa does not have a version of his play where he gets to affect this APC at all. It's a 2... It's not showing me the zone that I can't afford to have it move into. I think it's close enough to get the move in. And I don't think we can stop it. So here's hoping that I'm wrong and that it is not, in fact, close enough. Now, we're definitely going to have to use Vigilance here. He has Bulwark. I do not have to use Vigilance. Whoa, that was weird. Okay. So the APC does have to die, but it maybe doesn't have to die right this second. We might be better off trying to kill this thing. Because the Awesome could take down the APC, right? But I'm not confident the Awesome will get to go before the PPC carrier does. So I don't have to use Vigilance because he's gonna Bulwark. So I maybe want a Precision Strike. Make sure I'm targeting the right thing. To really try to drill all of the damage into the same part. I do not want to have any chance of this thing surviving. Six. It got out with 6 damage. No, end your turn. You're good. You're just going to stand right there and draw enemy fire. Okay, this is really bad. I assume we're just going to get stomped on here. Yep. Okay, well, that's not such a big deal.
My internals are taking a beating.
That could have been worse. Stop, 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 stop. Please stop short. They're so fast. Holy crap. Well, we didn't get a notification that the objective failed. It's apparently not in the zone. I don't even see the zone anymore. Is this the right camp? Does it have to get over here somewhere? Okay, yeah, I don't... Did this bug out? And, like, the zone they have to reach is just gone now? Because if so, I'm okay with that. So, yeah, what happened here is that he got demoted down to, moving on 1 by a called shot from down here. I assumed that that said called shot because he was down, and, you know, you get free called shots on people who are down. But I guess it was a real called shot used to demote him to one initiative, which is fine, I guess? Yeah, I cannot understand how Bell's shots, half of them hit the right side of the tank and half of them hit the left side. What? Let's see, I cannot... He has managed to position himself cunningly so that I cannot get direct line of sight on him no matter where I go. Well, it's pretty important that we kill this thing, too. What if I move like this? Yeah, I have the Gauss cannon shot on that thing. And who knows, maybe I'll hit it on the left side, despite the fact that the left side's not facing me, on account of my magic bullets. I sure have to hope so. Yeah, this is counted as a front arc shot, so there's some chance I hit the weak side. Also, if I just hit front armor with the Gauss rifle, that too will be a kill. So, here's hoping.
Engaging multiple targets.
This thing is not going to die, but we can... Oh, never mind. Totally did. I was gonna say we can soften it up such that what's her name only has to hit one of the weapons into it to make sure it dies. Okay, that's fairly serious.
My armor.
This is good though, actually, because we are now going to get a chance to see if you get multiple copies of. If we were targeting this guy. No, you only get 1 point of sensor impaired if you have been hit by any PPCs. It is not 1 point per PPC that has hit you. That's good to know. I'm just gonna step on this, right? Like, let's save the heat. Because my melee on this is gonna do 240 damage, which is instantly lethal to any hit, and I can do that from a guarded position, a cover position rather.
Order acknowledged.
All right.
Let's hit him hard.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle.
Hopefully that'll bring the turrets back online for this turn. It looks like they lit... I can't tell. I can't tell if they're going to be able to act this turn or not. Alright, so what do I have left as far as weapons go? A pretty good SRM pod and a pair of medium lasers.
Commander.
So I could crush this guy's leg, probably. And then on the next turn, I'll go before he does. Oh, I have to turn first. I kind of want to turn so that my right arm is more in the line of fight. It doesn't matter. So we precision strike him to the leg. Alright, side torso destroyed plus 2 knockdowns. I was hoping that might be a pilot incapacitated. He doesn't have any weapons left. He only has the ability to punch me now. And I get to go before he does on this turn. So I'm hoping that will be enough. Because Decker is real good at just standing over somebody and putting all of the gunfire into exactly the part I want to hit. Oh, this is great. All of a sudden, they care about these turrets a whole lot. I really wish we could have stopped what happened to the barracks up there. But I underestimated the speed that I would need to get up there.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, so we just fire it. I'm not going to mess around with this. And actually, if I take out his other leg, he's out of the fight. So I need to get it with 85 damage. This will probably do. It takes a lot more to actually kill the mech. Yeah, let's see if we can destroy his other leg. I think this is better than just stomping him.
Roger. Hot damn. Let's do this.
Okay, excellent.
What do you need?
I'll say this for Decker. He really just like gets in there and slugs away. I think I'm gonna have you not move and just do the same thing again. Take advantage of Bulwark. It's so weird that he ended up being like, I don't know. Ace Pilot and Bulwark are on the same line, right? I don't know. Evasive movement goes to Ace Pilot, maybe. I don't know. This is a weird group of skills. He's not very specialized. So So I've did 105 to the back, or very, very little to any other part. And I mean, there's a pretty good chance that one of the missiles goes into one of these sides. Yeah, I'm just going to stand real still and let him have it with everything. These other mechs that are in front of me are not actually dangerous.
Move her down.
Especially not with me having Bulwark. Alright, any minute now, one of these turrets is actually going to contribute. Should probably move forward and try to get into position where I can use my other weapons. Yeah, like that.
Engaging jump jets.
The Highlander is really just an incredibly, incredibly good mech. Alright, we can use multi-target to strip an evasion charge off of this guy. To make sure that we can get him.
Engaging multiple targets.
Okay, shot his entire leg clean out from under him. Well, something tells me Reckless is going to be able to get the job done on that dude.
Waiting for orders.
His sensor locked him for me.
Acknowledged.
So there was some concern that I was still maybe going to be unable to get the job done. I could see where they might get that. So what I should just go for his leg too, right? 47 versus, yeah. I guess we're so much more likely to hit center torso. I do need to hit it with 2 weapons though, whereas almost, well, half of my weapons will take out the leg in 1 hit. The difference in hit chance really is extreme though.
All weapons are go. That's a kill.
Okay, well, we saved most of the people. I don't know that we actually gained very much by turning these turrets back on. Seems like that kind of happened too late to be of any real importance. Also, they have done a really good job of hitting every part of his body for very slightly not enough damage to actually take anything off. Show me LRMs. Come on. Something. I just need a little bit more stability damage. Then we have a very small chance of Decker going before he does, and we can put Decker into cover or something. I don't even know what we do. I just don't want Decker to get shot by a PPC. Okay, well, it's moving toward Decker, but it's doing it backwards. This probably bodes well for us.
Receiving you.
Yeah, I don't think there's any version of this where he gets to participate in this this fight. Let's just get down here into a position where that thing definitely can't see me.
Copy that.
Not that I expect it to have another turn.
Good to go.
Oh, we can't quite get into short laser range. It's actually really hard to hit people with short lasers. Or small lasers, rather. You know what I mean. Ah, whatever. Just let him have it. Let's see where the missiles fall.
Reporting critical hit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I get to move. No, that's okay.
Roger that. Digging in.
Just sit there and be guarded. Let's see if we can get these LRMs into lethal position. There's honestly just not that much robot left here.
Engaging target.
It's kind of a massive feat of engineering that this thing's still functional at all. Like, kudos to whoever built these. Yeah, you did it! What a glorious kill on your part! Alright, you've driven them off, and you've saved all of our lives. Well, almost all of our lives. I'll see to it that this food gets distributed to the people who need it. See that you do, Lieutenant. You should know. I can't promise they won't be back. Desperate times are nothing new for us, Lady Arano. Things have been grim since your uncle's coup, and we've made it this far. As long as you keep the supply shipments coming in, we'll find a way to hold out. And you'll have our support for as long as I can provide it. That's a promise. Alright, well, we saved a lot of lives there. Not all of the lives, but a lot of lives. A substantial number of lives. We did lose a very good autocannon in the process. I think the only major advantage that autocannon had was that it was plus 10 damage, but plus 10 damage is certainly nothing to sneeze at. Now, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find another buffed autocannon sometime soon. 40% extra contract pay is pretty good. We almost pulled 2 million off of that. The Taurians dislike us a very small amount. Oh, it was plus. Stability damage. Okay, that part's not that big of a loss, I guess. I don't know. 10 is... It's not a super significant amount. Okay, let's put something cool together here so we actually... We can finish up our Griffin 1N. And then... A lot of weapons. Plus accuracy and crit medium lasers, okay. Show me something really cool. Ooh, wow, plus 4 damage SRMs. Yup. That's a winner. And nothing else, so I guess we'll take this medium laser. I'm pretty sure we're running some not upgraded medium lasers on some people. We also got a whole bunch more lasers, LRM-15, just a ton of machine guns, and yeah, some random garbage. On the whole, a very, very, very good haul. Nothing that's quite going to replace that particular autocannon. I'm sure Behemoth is going to have some serious words for Decker, by which I mean she is going to beat his ass when he gets back, but we will soldier on somehow. Because it's what we do. It's the only thing we can do. You know, one of the things of video games is that they shape your reaction to the world around you. They shape your interactions with the world around you by limiting your verbs. And we don't really have any verbs that aren't soldier on or give up and stop playing. So, guess which one I'm going to do? As long as the views and the ad revenue remain consistent. Now, if I was into all that views and ad revenue stuff, I wouldn't still be playing Hitman once every 2 weeks. Okay, we're getting a message from Itrom. Lady Arano, I'm looking at a coded message from Lady Centrella. She's reporting increased fleet movement around New Vandenberg. A half-dozen Concord Navy dropships, complete with fighter support. Her agents say that they're headed our way. The situation is growing untenable. Growing? Alright, boy. She's an optimist, I guess. Even if we win every battle, attrition will inevitably take its toll. They'll grind us down to nothing. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. That does appear to be the situation. I just had to choose what to spend our dwindling resources on. Emergency relief for a half-dozen marginal colonies the Taurians have hit, or fuel for our dropship fleet. I chose the fuel. If we can't move our troops, we can't keep fighting, and everything else we've built falls apart. Sounds like you did what you had to do. That didn't make it any easier. In about 3 weeks, the casualty reports will start hitting my desk. I intend to study them. Every line, every detail. The Sword of Restoration, have just consigned those people to a gruesome fate. The least I can do is remember their names. Well, you're the one who's going to have to live with this, Kamea. Do whatever you have to do. Thank you for understanding, Belle. Is that what I did? I'm not 100% sure. It's good to talk to someone else who knows the burden of command, who really understands what this feels like. Your pardon, Lady Arano, but we've got an encoded HPG transmission coming in. The point of origin is Guldra. I'm putting it on screen now. Kamea, I've got it. My family's insurance policy. I can't open the files from here, but considering the level of security they were hidden behind, There must be something here worth protecting. I'm gonna not say this top thing feels like a jinx. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for events to unfold. And now for the bad news. The Directorate is on my trail and they're gaining. I'm still a couple steps ahead of them for now, but I need evac as soon as you can provide it. My subdermal transponder is active and broadcasting on restoration frequencies. Nothing can ever be easy, can it? I mean, not even once. I'll do my best to stay alive and on the run until you get here. Whatever happens, I won't let them get their hands on these files. They are the only things that matter now. I need to move. Madeira out. Are they physical files? Are these in a... Why couldn't you send me that in the files instead of the thing you... Okay, whatever. Commander, set a course for Goldra. I'll be waiting for you there with my battle mech at the ready. We're going to get Alexander back, and recover the evidence he gathered. We have to. The future of the restoration depends on it. Remember what I was saying earlier about limited verbs? Alright, well, we will have to do that thing. Hold on, let me survey the damage a little bit here.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Also, we do have a Griffin 1N available. How much travel time are we looking at on this? Oh, what now? You and Darius are networking in a planet-side bar when a familiar voice cuts through the din. An impossible voice. Rance was a family bodyguard who'd abandoned his post on that fateful night long ago when your family was betrayed. You killed him for it. But that's Rance stumbling into your table. Hey, he slurs. Can you spare any sea-bills? I had to get off-world. I need to stay a step ahead of the devil. Amused, Darius prompts the drunk with, what does the devil want with you? Rance freezes like a prey animal. Revenge! Belle wants revenge. I mean, we're in a public place, right? I shouldn't just kill him? Also, apparently it doesn't work. I tried this before and it didn't take. So, yeah, let's just say, hey man, how's it going? How you doing? Rance squints at your outstretched hand, inspecting it for sea-bills, then finally shakes it. He winces as your grip tightens. Hello, Rance. Don't you recognize the last heir of House Pavlov? His pain turns to panic as he desperately tries to free his hand from yours. Or you can just call me the Devil. I like to think that Bell has a bit of a flair for the dramatic. He doesn't let it out very often, but you know, situations like this, who could resist? You finally let him go and he falls to the ground, scrambling backwards on all fours. Darius, meanwhile, is speechless, a second unexpected occurrence for the day. Rance screams as he flees the tavern, your voice echoing after him. Keep running, coward! I've killed you once. I'll kill you again. God, I hope that story continues. I hope there's more in that line. So, a couple of things we gotta do. First of all, obviously we gotta fix the Thunderbolt up. I can't believe that dude jumped on my arm. What a way to lose, like, if you have to lose a valuable piece of equipment, having a 55-ton mech, like, just tackle your entire arm off is a pretty cool way for it to go, I suppose. Right, unfortunately, we do just have basic AC-20s now, so slightly reduced effectiveness for the Thunderbolt. This does give me a good opportunity to remember to move the ammo over to the correct side, though. Obviously, repair all. I don't think we're making any big changes here. Let's just do that. And then let's have a look at this Griffin real quick.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
I like the fact that the serial for it kind of spells Griffin. So this thing has 3 missile hardpoints and 3 laser hardpoints. And it's really fast. It's actually pretty similar to a Wolverine. It's even faster than a Wolverine. 760, 456, so yeah, they're really, really similar machines. Slightly less good than a Dragon, which is considerably tougher, but with the ability to mount another missile pod, although, would I be able to mount another missile pod with it being 55 tons? I don't know. I'll have a look into it. Maybe we can make that a thing I actually care about. Let's make sure we do ship upgrades, because I will forget if I wait until next episode. I don't think we really need to upgrade the med bay too badly. We probably just want to keep focusing on morale for now, right? Yeah, let's improve the library.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
At some point, we're going to have to finish repairing the power system. Maybe that'll open up some more stuff. I don't know. But we're getting really close to that threshold I wanted of 45 starting morale. And with that, I think... Nope, never mind. I was about to say, with that, I think we're basically done, but I should remember to spend this XP. So, Decker didn't actually take any damage, right? I think his cockpit protected him. Let's see... I mean, weapon hit chance is obviously great. What else do I have access to here? Melee hit chance is kind of crummy. Recoil penalty down. Overheat threshold is certainly interesting. Actually, I kind of want to get him... Yeah, let's lower his indirect fire penalty. I kind of want to get him to Called Shot Master. Right? I think that's probably worth saving XP for. He doesn't do a lot of called shots, but man, he has the weaponry to really dump a lot of damage into a vulnerable area. Okay, and that just lowers the indirect fire penalty by a little bit more, which is not useful. Not on him, anyway. So we can't get any more recoil reduction just yet. I don't quite have enough XP for the next pip of this. And I mean, weapon hit chance would be pretty good on him, but we get a lot of weapon hit chance on him from the fact that I'm always using Called Shot on him, so maybe this isn't that necessary? Maybe we just keep building up to additionally reducing the recoil penalty. Or maybe, you know what? The recoil penalty might just be 1 point. It may be that you can't reduce it by more than 1. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with you. You're going to sit there on your 10,000 XP. Ah, that can't be right. But this is just going to be hit chance, right? What else do you get from this? No, nothing. It's just hit chance all the way up.
Receiving you.
Do we have anybody who's like really deep on guts?
Waiting for orders.
Okay, you do eventually get to reduce the recoil penalty even further. Plus 30 overheat threshold. You know, the dragon does have heat problems sometimes. Yeah, I think let's do this with him.
Mech warrior training complete.
Medusa's kind of turning out to be our best pilot, honestly. So yeah, we will build toward more recoil penalty reduction then, I think. And we'll take a small amount more hit chance.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Decker's really building up way too much XP. Alright, so we're good on Bell. I don't care about this stuff. We're fine. The Highlander can handle itself. You could use a little bit of spend. Although I have no idea what mech I want to put her in. She's basically just like a filler at this point.
Waiting for orders.
Wow, and Reckless has 15,000 unspent XP. How did that happen? Can we get to Called Shot Mastery? Almost. Well, reducing her indirect fire penalty is probably not super reasonable, given that she's in a completely direct fire mech usually. So, I mean, as boring as this is, maybe I'm just taking... Oh, you know, she really needs extra sprint distance, though. And then, yeah, from there, just weapon hit chance, I guess. Try to get her a little bit higher so she's not taking those 75 and 80% chance shots that she somehow is able to miss with incredible precision. And finally, before we go anywhere, because we're totally about to go places, let's make sure that I buy stuff I need. So I'm glad we waited on this, because we got this for free. Stability damage AC-10 is pretty whatever. I will take these. I probably have so many LRM-20 pods sitting in the bay. We have a lot of medium lasers, and I use a lot of medium lasers. We probably should never turn down a plus accuracy laser.
Weapon systems available.
I will find a place to use it. And with that, I think we're pretty much good. Let's have a look at this contract. So, oh wow. There's some really high-paying contracts available on this world. We might do some other stuff before we leave. The travel contract has us going for 22 days. And obviously this is important, but I might have to do this first. You don't see a lot of 3 skull contracts with over $1 million pay. Feels like it would be foolish to turn it down. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. I'm going to think a little bit on redesigning our mechs. I'm going to think a little bit on this mission. Come back next time to see what we've decided. And we'll see you then.